now I will give an explanation about my project. Untuk yang pertama, saya akan menampilkan add product, importing libraries and modules. React and useState are imported to manage component state. Create product and product are imported from API .ts. Only create product likely a function to add a new product, and only product, just product, the TypeScript type definition for a product. And next, declaring the add product component declares add product as a functional component. OnClose is passed as a prop and is used to close the form after submitting a product. And next, number 4, managing component state. For name, stores the product name, and for price, store the product price. Default, either a number or an empty string. Next, handling form submission. Handle submit is triggered when the form is submitted, and if-point prevent default for prevent the default form behavior. Next, validation, ensure price is a number and greater than 0. Close the form using onClose after successfully adding a product. The next, exporting the component. Export add product so it can be used in other files. The next, the product list. React, useEffect, and useState are imported for handling component rendering and state management. For fetch product, likely a function that retrieves the list of product. Delete product, for a function to delete a product by its ID. And product, a TypeScript in interface defining the structure of a product. Number 2, defining props interface. OnEdit is a function that takes a product as an argument. This function will be triggered when the edit button is clicked, likely to pass the select product to an edit form. The next, declaring the product list component. Declares product list as a functional component React.fc, and OnEdit as a prop to handle product editing. For managing state, product store the list of product. For the setProduct, updates the product state. The initial state is an empty array, meaning no product are loaded initially. We use a useEffect for runs only once when the component mounts, and we use a getProduct as an asynchronous function that and for the handling product deletion, handle delete is triggered when a product delete button is clicked, and calls delete product ID to remove the product from the database, and updates the state by filtering out the delete product. This ensures the UI updates immediately without needing to refactor data. for apps. React and useState are import for handling statement and management. Update product and product are import from API, and for the update product, a function that updates a product is the database. Uh, and only product, a TypeScript interface defining the structure of a product. The next, defining props interface. For the edit product props, defines the props expected by the component. For the only product, we will click the product to be edited, and on close for a function to close edit form or modal. For managing state, name and price store the product current values until initial with product name and product price, so the form prefills existing values. Setelah kita masuk ke product, for the product, components import. Number 1, product list, display the list of product. Number 2, add product, the form to add a new product. And edit product, the form to edit an existing product. For managing component state, editing product, dalam kurung default null, store the product being edited if null not product is being edited. Use the conditionally render the edit product component. When a product is edited, set editing product update the state. This causes edit product to be displayed instead of product list. Terakhir, exporting the component. Export app so it can be used as the root component in index.tsx.